is our returning champion, Tim Holleran from Black Rock, Connecticut. Stand by to see Tim play for all the prizes, valued at $66,561. Today, on America's biggest bargain sale, we're offering an Alfa Romeo, valued at $20,340 for $530. Cash and prizes worth over $100,000 for $750. Two of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. Delighted to have you with us. Welcome to Sale of the Century, and you picked a good day to join us. A very exciting day. Let's introduce the champion, and then we'll lay it all out for you and for him. Tim Holleran. Hello there, Tim.
Hi, Jim.
Well, Tim, in the last show, you know you passed on a luxury automobile. You've now got $637 in your bank account. You are $3 away. Of course, you've got to win. $3 away from all of our prizes worth over $66,000, as Jay said. Interestingly, too, you are $113 away from all of those prizes, plus an $89,000 cash jackpot. In total, just to make you feel very comfortable, a big win today, and you would be $155,561. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good luck. That's all I can say to a nice gentleman and a fine champion. And I know a couple of good people are going to come out and try to stop him. Here to introduce them, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer. Very exciting day for Tim.
Yes.
Who did you bring us?
She has a novel occupation from San Diego, California. Give a big hand to Susan Loring.
Hello there, Susan.
And he's a stylish kind of guy from Wichita, Kansas. Let's give an enthusiastic welcome to Tom Fry.
Hi there, Tom. You a little later for some bargains, Summer? Tom, I like that, the way you bounded out there. A stylish kind of guy. That's great.
Well, it's stylish because I've got a collection of about 150 pigs at home. Also have a live pig, and they're all home rooting for me.
Right. That kind of style, huh? Okay. And they are rooting for you.
Yes.
You're ready to go then, Tom. Susan, a novel occupation?
Well, I'm a writer, Jim, and currently I'm working on a book about people who take chances. So I've been interviewing people ranging from mountain climbers to lion tamers and folks of that sort.
Sounds fascinating. Well, I think you can include Tim in there at this point. He's taken a lot of chances up until now. Good luck with your book. Good luck here. $20 starts all three players off. Player with the most money at the end of the show as a champion gets to do some great shopping. Tim going for a lot of shopping. We start with this. In what U.S. state can you watch racing trials at the Bonneville Salt Flats? Tim?
Utah.
Utah is right. $5 for the correct answer. Tim goes to 25. In astrology, under what sign were you born if you're a moon child, Tim?
Leo.
No. Cancer. You lose $5 for the incorrect answer, going back down to 20. What is the longer word for a society girl, which we often abbreviate with, Susan?
Debutante.
We say Deb. Debutante is the word we're looking for. Susan gets 5 on the plus side, goes into the lead by 5. To what country must you journey to buy factory fresh Bavarian chocolate, Tim?
Germany.
Yeah, that's West Germany. Germany is acceptable, and we've got a tie with Susan and Tim. Name the car corporation that received a $1.25 billion loan guarantee, Susan?
Chrysler.
From the government, Chrysler it is. Susan beats Tom to the buzzer and goes into the lead by 5. Good time to be in the lead because it's time for an instant bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. Susan, with a $5 lead over Tim, you can... Oh, look at this.
Susan, from a galaxy far, far away comes this sensational remote control robot. It even responds to 12 different voice commands, delivers messages, and carries objects for you from the price of his toys. It's normally priced at $400, but today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $5.
I love it. R2-D2, you goofed. But it's a great thing. It's a $400 item. Cost you $5. The value of one question. Susan may not get it. What?
Just one question.
One question. That's
Right.
all it would cost you.
Right.
$400 item for $5. Going once.
You fell for it.
Going twice. No, sale. If you hadn't fallen, she would have bought you. Back to business. The Beat Boys and the Quarrymen were both early names, Tim.
The Beatles.
Yeah, they were the Beat Boys. The Quarrymen became the Beatles, and Tim gets 5. Tie Susan for first place. Philip Roth's huge bestseller of 1969 was a shocking story of adolescence titled
Portnoy's Complaint.
You got it. I didn't even have to help you with the Portnoy's. You're right. Portnoy's Complaint it is. Champion in the lead. What city is sometimes called the Gate City of the South, Tom?
New Orleans.
Oh, no. Is the capital of Georgia. Atlanta. Quick buzzer cost you there, Tom. Sorry about that. You lose 5, going down to 15. You can make it up right now, though. It's time for the Fame Game. Playing for a pick of the Fame Game board. A lot of information about a famous thing. I Am a television show that premiered in 1977 and became a hit. Several stories are woven into each episode, all of them featuring guest stars. My regular cast has included Lauren Tweed. Tom?
The Love Boat.
Love Boat it is, yes. Tom, you've earned yourself a pick of the board. 9 numbers up there. You'll get what's behind the number you pick.
Well, I'm a 5th son, so let's go with 5.
And behind number 5, we have a metal detector. A White's metal detector featuring ground exclusion balance to help you locate coins, jewelry, and precious metals while excluding mineralized soil. Furnished by White's Electronics.
$369 metal detector. Yours to keep, no matter how you finish in the game. It'll come in handy. You can look for New Orleans and Georgia with it. We'll be right back. Champion has enough money for all of the prizes, honing in on everything we've got, worth over $155,000, but a slender one-question lead over Susan right now. We used the Japanese word meaning fire bowl for a portable charcoal brazier. Tim?
Hibachi.
Hibachi is exactly what it is, and the champion has a $10 lead for the first time today. What is the 3-word title of the song which begins, Should Old Acquaintance Be, Tim?
Old Lang Syne.
That's right, Should Old Acquaintance Be Forgot. You are right, you go to 45. What title is the woman who married Philip Mountbatten better known? Susan.
Queen Elizabeth.
That's right, Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth II, and Susan goes to 35. What does a man known as a misogynist dislike, Tim?
He hates women.
That's right, doesn't like women, and Tim goes to 50. Well, Tim, first time today, the champion has a chance to buy. Tim, with a $15 lead, can we interest you in this?
About time.
Tim, you may just wind up with this instant bargain. A beautiful jeweled mantel clock. An attractive contemporary design marks this 8-day winding clock with the lovely look of beveled glass from Jewels by Edouard of Beverly Hills. And it's normally priced at $750. But today on Sale of the Century, cheers for only $10.
Oh, nice clock, $750. You're obviously interested in the clock, I'm sure, Tim.
Very much so.
Right, and I'm going to make things easy for you, too, Tim. You would still have the lead. Cost you $10. You'd have a $5 lead. And you would have, you're closing in on everything we've got, $1,000 in cash.
Oh, my.
The clock and $1,000 for $10.
Do you have a clock with numbers on it?
Going once. Going twice. No sale. Hank going for everything. Doesn't
Numbers on it.
want to buy. The numbers on it would have done it, right? Back to business. 2 types of what fish are named thresher and hammerhead? Tom.
Shark.
That's just sharks, and Tom goes back to 20. Yeah. Name the charismatic founder and leader of the United Farm Workers Union, Tim.
Cesar Chavez.
Cesar Chavez is right, and Tim goes to 55. In what state would you be if you were driving from Mount Rainier to the city of, Tim?
Oregon.
Ooh. Spokane. Spokane, Washington. Champion takes a backward step going down to 50. Still a $15 lead. What word means a 10th part of a harvest or income, Susan?
Tithe.
Set aside as a religious offering. Tithe is exactly what it is, and Susan keeps the pressure on Tim. $10 separate them. The Declaration of Independence guarantees our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit, Tim?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of happiness it is, and Tim stretches that lead out now again to $15. Yeah. Talking about the pursuit of happiness, when an unhappy citizen complained to Benjamin Franklin, "Where's all this happiness I'm guaranteed?" Franklin answered, "You're only guaranteed the pursuit of happiness. You have to catch it yourself." That makes sense. We'll be right back. Champion Tim Holloman with all the pressure has the lead. He's at 55, Susan at 40, Tom at 20. Back to the Fame Game. We've added a $15 money card somewhere up there. We're looking for a famous thing. I am a beverage that began as a food, became a wine, then was a medicine. According to legend, I was discovered in Ethiopia when goat herds noticed their flocks staying awake at night after feeding on my leaves and berries. Susan.
Cola.
No, incorrect. Out of the rest of the question, no dollar value. Playing for a pick of the board. Stay at 40. We'll clear the board. Continue for Tom and for Tim. Brazil produces more than 25%. Tim.
Coffee.
Coffee is what it is, yeah. Yes, Ethiopia. Interesting for coffee. Tim, most importantly, you've got control of that board, keeping your opponents away. Now, what number would you like?
I've stuck with it all these shows, and I'm still going to stay with it. Number 4.
And behind number 4, we have kitchen appliances. Hamilton Beach appliances featuring cordless Freedom knife with rechargeable batteries, moves anywhere. Also continuous 6-speed food processor furnished by Hamilton Beach Scoville.
Continuous 6-speed.
Right. Just what he wanted, I'm sure. Right. Tim, back to visit. Didn't find those money cards. They stay up there. We'll add 25 a little later. Susan, of course, you're back in. What lawn game is played with balls, mallets,
Croquet.
and wickets? Croquet it is. Tom goes at 25. To what vocation do we refer when we say that a woman has taken the veil? Tim?
She's married.
No. No. That's, yes, she becomes a nun. With your education, Tim,
Right.
you lose 5. She becomes a nun, you lose, get down to 50, $10 lead. In which of his many TV series did David Jansen play the elusive Tim?
Fugitive.
Richard Kimball, the fugitive, is right. He gets at 5 right back. Well, instant bargain time again, Tim. $15 lead and a beautiful item for you to consider.
Tim, you'll whistle while you work, seated behind this beautiful Ethan Allen desk. A drop-front secretary desk and a matching top with beveled glass doors. Compartmentalized interior, furnished by Tradition House. And it's normally priced at $1,559. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $15.
Over $1,500. Beautiful item. Cost $15. Yes, Tim?
How's he getting any work done?
You have a you're not paying attention to me. You're looking at him and the girl. $15 lead. I'm going to let you stay in the lead. If you wanted to buy it, I won't sell it for $15. I'll sell it for $14. You'd have a $1 lead. But if I'm going to talk about $15, how about if I talk about $1,500?
Oh, my.
You'd have a $1 lead, $1,500 in cash. Going once. Going twice. No sale. Get thee behind me, Perry. I know that's what he was thinking. We'll be right back. Nobody in the audience expected Tim Hollivan to buy that armoire. He's got 55, Susan at 40, Tom at 25. Back in this most important match with this. Which of the 12 apostles betrayed Jesus? Tim?
Judas.
You made up for with the veil now. You're right. Judas it is. You go up to 60. What Middle Eastern nation is the world's largest exporter of petroleum? Susan?
Iran.
Nope. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. And Susan takes a backward step. And Tim was happy about that one. Life Among the Lowly was the alternate title of what 1852 book by Harriet Beecher Stowe? Tim?
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Uncle Tom's Cabin is right, and Tim goes to 65. Well, up on the board now, a big $25 money card. Tom and Susan, it might be the difference if you're going to catch them. Famous people. We lived in the 1400s and ruled a mighty empire. We had one of the most advanced civilizations in the Americas and built cities as large as any in Europe at that time. We erected towering temples, created huge sculptures, and held... I'm taking a chance.
The Incas.
Incorrect. Out of the rest of the question, you stay at 25, clear the board, continue for Susan and Tim. Susan doesn't need any more.
The Aztecs.
The Aztecs, yes, as she beats Tim to the buzzer. Well, Susan, you are trailing Tim right now by $30, a very big pick of the board.
Well, my nephew was just a year old, so I'll pick 2 for his next birthday.
And behind number 2, we have $10.
Where were the other 2 big money cards?
3 and the 7.
We have that $10 money card to Susan's score, and she goes to within 4 questions of Tim. And now we finish up a most important match with a speed round. 60 seconds on the clock, please. Tim, should he win, would have all of the prizes worth over $66,000. If he wins with $113 or more, he's $155,000 richer, including an $89,000 cash jackpot. 65, 45 for Susan, 25 for Tom. Good luck. We start the speed round now. Which of our presidents was known as the Sage of Monticello? Tim? Time. Name the, let's clear the board, San Francisco heiress who was kidnapped on February, Tom.
Hearst.
Right. On interstate highways, what's the national speed limit? Tom.
55.
Right. Name the 2 tools depicted on the Soviet flag. Tom.
Sickle and hammer.
Right. What was the better-known name of movie star Norma Jean Baker? Susan.
Marilyn Monroe.
Right. How many sides are there on a cube? Tim.
6.
Right. By what better-known name do we know the American bison? Tom.
Buffalo.
Right. What ocean did the great explorer Balboa discover? Tom.
Pacific.
Right. Name the Swiss psychiatrist who invented the ink blot. Tim.
Rorschach.
Right. What's the capital of Pennsylvania? Tom.
Harrisburg.
Right. In the year 1850, what new job did Millard Fillmore tackle? Tom.
Presidency.
Right. Name the European city that was terrorized by Jack the Ripper. Tom.
London.
Right. Who was Secretary of State under Presidents Nixon and Ford? Tom.
Salinger.
Wrong, and you lose 5 at Tim. You have won it. That question was the difference to a tiebreaker. Wow. Congratulations. It was Kissinger with both of them. Kissinger did it. Tom, thank you. Wow, that would have been a tie. With Kissinger, you missed on that. Susan, Tim, come on up here with me. You are going shopping. Congratulations. Wow. He would have tied you. He would have tied you with that last one. He really did. But you did it. You didn't get to the cash jackpot. But with $707, you got all of the prizes. Let's start with this.
Just for the health of it, a private sauna. Experience the soothing, healthy effect of dry heat in the privacy of your own home with this infrared ray sauna in genuine Japanese cedar from Abercrombie & Fitch. And this sauna is priced at $3,000.
And that is yours? That is part of everything that you've got. There is a beautiful jade ring as well. I know you've had a look at that. Wonderful trip to Italy I think you might enjoy. And also included in everything you've got is this for a musician, grand piano.
Turn your home into a concert hall with this magnificent Schaefer & Sons Artist Grand Piano. Can fill your home with rich melodic sounds, complete with player recorder that records and plays back, and convert your piano into a player piano. Furnished by Schaefer & Sons. And this piano is priced at $11,471.
And
That's a drummer's piano right there.
that's a drummer's piano, all right. Everything that we've got also includes this beautiful fur coat.
Wrap yourself in luxury with a magnificent natural fur coat. This bright and fluffy full-length fashion is distinctively designed by Davini and is furnished by Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. And this fur is priced at $14,750.
That is included with everything that we've got on the stage. We always have a lovely automobile. You are going to look so great winging through Connecticut and New York, driving around in this if you take it.
Drive one of the greats, an Alfa Romeo. A classic two-seater sports convertible featuring hand-finished mahogany steering wheel, leather seats, and AM/FM stereo. Furnished by Bob Ruman Pontiac. And this great car is priced at $20,340.
And that's yours. Right now, that is yours. That is all the prizes we've got on the stage. You have $707, would cost $640. However, Tim, you can take all of those prizes, worth over $66,000, and leave us. But there is one more thing. If you get to $750, another win, and just $43 more, if you want to take the risk, we will give you all of these prizes plus one other little item.
Little perk.
A cash jackpot of
$89,000 in cash. Tim, right now, it's been a tough battle for you. You can take all the prizes and leave, or risk it, put your money in the bank, and try to get all of the prizes plus that cash jackpot. Big, big decision. You think about it for a moment. Tim Holleran with a big $707 in your bank account. You now have what you need to take every prize we've got. The sauna, jade ring, trip to Italy, baby grand piano, ladies fur, beautiful sports car, a total of $66,561 in cash and prizes. Just say yes, and they're all yours, and you leave. Or take the risk that you can win one more time with $43 more, and you would add the cash jackpot. Tim, big decision. What's it going to be?
Now I've talked it over with my conscience. like Jackie Gleason said, I'm going for it anyway.
He's going for it anyway. And without $1,000, he is going tomorrow for $90,000 in cash and all the prizes on Sale of the Century.
Oh, bye-bye.
All prices are manufacturer's suggested retail value. Tim Holleran from Black Rock, Connecticut. Stand by to see Tim play for all the prizes, plus a cash jackpot. A total of $156,561. Today, on America's biggest bargain sale, we're offering an Alfa Romeo, valued at $20,340 for $530. Cash and prizes worth over $100,000 for $750. Two of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. Delighted to have you with us. Welcome to Sale of the Century. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we really appreciate the fine efforts of this great champion. He flew out from New York to join us. Matter of fact, he made 3 trips out. So far, it's been worthwhile. Tim Holleran. Hello there, Tim.
Hi, Jim.
Tim, right now, you have $707 in your bank. You very easily could have afforded to say yes and left us on our last show with over $66,000 worth of prizes. You decided to play on. $750 is what it takes for all of the prizes plus the cash jackpot. So a win with $43, and you would have all of those prizes and a $90,000 cash jackpot, a total of $156,561 in cash and cash. Wow. Having made the decision, Tim, I've got to ask you to go for that cash jackpot as well. Have you had any second thoughts, or are you confident that you made the right decision?
Yeah, I definitely feel this way about it.
Yeah. Tim, good luck.
Here we go.
Could be a big day for a fine champion, and I know a couple of good challengers are going to try to stop him. Here to introduce them, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there. Who did you bring us?
She leads a wild life from Los Angeles, California. Say hello to Lisa Howard.
Hi there, Lisa.
And he leads a comic existence from Santa Monica, California. Let's all welcome Pat Reagan.
Hi there, Pat. We'll see you a little later with some important bargains, Summer. Thank you. Pat, you lead a comic existence.
Well, Jim, I collect comic books. I have almost 3,000 comic books, and hopefully some of these old comics from my childhood will help put my children through college.
Yeah, they're getting very valuable, aren't they?
Oh, there's comic book stores cropping up all over now.
I would think so. Sounds like a good hobby, too. Nice to have you here, Pat.
Thank you.
Lisa, you lead a wild life. Can we talk about that?
Oh, yeah. Since I retired in January, I've taken up wildlife photography and have made trips to Alaska and the Olympic Peninsula, and I'm having a marvelous time.
It's a whole new career for you,
Yes,
huh?
it is.
That's terrific. Nice to have you here as well.
Nice to
Well,
meet
good luck to all 3 of you in a very important match. We start you off with $20, and of course the player with the most money at the end of the show as a champion gets to do the shopping. Here we go. In the long-running TV series, who played Lieutenant Theo Kojak? Tim?
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas it is. $5 for the correct answer. Tim goes to 25. Name the Ivy League college attended by 5 presidents. Tim?
Harvard.
Harvard it is, and 2 in a row with the champion and a $10 lead. On the radio, what occupation do the letters DJ stand for? Tim?
Disc jockey.
That's what it is. 3 in a row for the champion. He is already within $8 of everything we've got, including the cash jackpot. Got to win, though. Patriot Tom Paine wrote the line, these, Tim?
These are the times that try men's lives.
Oh, no. And it was a quote you had, these are the times that try men's souls. As a matter of fact, I was going to give you, these are the times that try men's, and the word we needed was souls.
And I still would have gotten it wrong.
You still would have gotten it wrong. Sorry about that, Tim. You lose 5 for the incorrect answer, going down to 30. What does someone in Poland do with his kielbasa? Tim?
He eats it.
Yeah, it's a sausage. That's what it is. You got that 5 right back.
Kielbasa.
Tim, you got a $15 lead. Time for an instant bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. Tim, with a $15 lead, I know you're thinking of nothing more at this point than maybe buying this.
Tim, light up your life with authentic, pure crystal lamps imported from Europe by Crystal Clear Industries. Each piece is hand-cut and individually signed. Suddenly, everything is crystal clear, and it's normally priced at $400. But today on Sale of the Century, they're yours for only $6.
Aren't they nice? Aren't they beautiful?
Summer mentioned that Debbie Boone hit, and it just tugged at my heartstrings.
It's just right, yes. That really, I mean, boy, when you hear good jazz singing like that, Tim, right, that just gets, yeah. Tim, now, these are nice lamps. Forget about the $90,000 in the cash. No,
Thank you.
forget about that. Forget the 156. No, the lamps. $400 worth of lamps for $6. You would still have a $9 lead.
Oh, well, sure.
And Tim, just to help you forget.
For bulbs? Money for bulbs?
Sure. $1,000 for bulbs for just $6.
Huh.
How confident are you can do it?
I'm here.
Going once, going twice. No sale. No sale. Oh, they all agree, huh? Shouldn't have bought. Didn't like the lamps. Jim mentioned Debbie Boone's song, and that did it. Tim with a $15 lead, closing in on $156,000. Every decision is tough. Name the actress who played the title role in the movie Annie Hall. Pat?
Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton it is. Pat gets his first 5 on the plus side to 25. What Italian inventor sent the first wireless telegraph? Pat?
Marconi.
Signal. Marconi it is. 2 in a row for Pat. He pulls it within $5 of Tim. In a Longfellow poem, who was the famous grandson of an Indian named Tim?
Ahab.
Ooh, no. An Indian named Nokomis, that is Hiawatha. And you lose 5, and Tim and Pat are now in a tie. Well, in this most important match, the money cards up on the Fame game board could be the difference. $10 money card, I know, is up there someplace. Famous person. I am an actor, born in London in 1928. Although I graduated from the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, I began my screen career playing supporting roles in Hollywood. I gained popularity as the star of such TV series as Ivanhoe, The Persuaders, and The Saint. Pat?
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore is right, and Pat earns himself that pick on the board. 9 numbers up there, Pat. You'll get what's behind the one you pick.
Number 1, Jim.
And behind number 1, we have a laundry center. Frigidaire Skinny Mini Laundry Center, a family-sized washer and dryer in one compact cabinet loaded with features including variable water visor controlled and flowing heat drying system. Frigidaire appliances, here today, here tomorrow.
Very nice. $750 worth of appliances. They're yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. And I think I can safely say that Tim would have given him those rather than him finding a $10 money card. We'll be right back. Our champion, Tim Holloran from Black Rock, Connecticut, is within $13 of $156,561 in cash and prizes, but he's got to win. And right now he's in a tie. Tim and Pat both at 30, Lisa just 2 questions behind at 20. What type of fruit juice is the basis of the drink called a screwdriver? Tim?
Orange juice.
Orange juice it is, and the champion back into the lead by 5. According to the title of the Nancy Sinatra hit, these boots are, Tim?
They're made for walking.
Yes, indeed, and the champion stretches it out now to a $10 lead. What machine was patented in 1846 by Elias Howe? Lisa?
A cotton gin.
No. Sewing machine. Howe. The sewing machine, you lose 5. Sorry about that, Lisa, but the incorrect answer down to 15. What is the name of the string you pull to release your parachute? Tim?
The ripcord.
Ripcord it is, and the champion with a $15 lead again. Now, Tim. Instant bargain time. You have a $15 lead. I know you're not thinking of the $90,000 cat. No, he's thinking about this.
Tim, picture taking will be as fun as a 3-ring circus with this great 35mm camera. A versatile camera with interchangeable components virtually eliminates the need for handheld meters with lens furnished by Sammy's Camera. And it's normally priced at $989. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $11.
Now, Tim, do you like the camera?
Love it.
Isn't that wonderful?
Jimmy Olsen had one like that.
Yes. 11, that's right. And
Daily
Superman
Planet.
just squashed it. $11 it would cost here normally. I'm going to do 2 things for you, just because I know you're thinking about that camera. $989 camera. I'll knock $1 off. It would be $10. You would still have a big 1-question lead over Pat, and you would have to buy film
Yeah.
$1,500. $1,500 in cash, $989 camera for $10. Going once. Going twice. No, sir.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Didn't want to buy. Hanging on to that lead. $15 lead. What crop is the favorite food of the boll weevil? Tim?
Cotton.
Cotton is right. Champion out with a $20 lead. And more than enough money for everything we've got, including that cash, $90,000. Name the legendary basketball team whose theme song is Sweet Georgia Brown. Tim?
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes, indeed. And he's beginning to move now. $25 lead. One of the main attractions of this island is the Bay of Naples. In the Bay of Naples, Lisa?
Capri.
Is the Blue Grotto. That's exactly right. Capri it is. Lisa, you're back to 20. Yeah. Don't get nervous there, Lisa. Don't let him intimidate you. What's the term for a lens whose surface curves outward? Tim?
Fisheye.
No. Nope. Convex. Convex. Champion loses 5 down to 50. Still a $20 lead. What eastern city is served by National and Dulles airports? Tim?
Washington, D.C.
That's exactly right, and he gets that 5 back to 55. Yeah. $25 lead at this point. Talking about airports and airlines, on a recent flight, this is true, a flight attendant with a sense of humor was demonstrating the oxygen mask with these instructions. After you put on the mask, do not remove it until instructed or until you get home and your neighbor asks what's that stupid yellow thing is on your face. Well, Tim stretched it out a little bit in that last segment. Right now he enjoys a $25 lead. Back to the fame game, $15 money card added up there. Famous place. I am a sports arena built in 1921 and expanded 10 years later for the Olympics. My present seating capacity, Lisa?
Coliseum.
The Coliseum is right, yes, the Los Angeles Coliseum. And Coliseum is all we needed for Lisa to have a pick of the board.
3.
And behind number 3, we have a car stereo. Panasonic Supreme Elite AM/FM stereo cassette car radio with advanced features like electronic tuning and hyper tuner. Furnished by Panasonic Car Radio Audio.
And that's very nice. That is a $439 car stereo. And I'm happy to say at this point, no one's going to go home empty-handed. Everyone's got something. Tim, of course, wants everything we've got. The last monarch to rule this nation was King Farouk. Who, Pat?
Egypt.
Egypt is right, and Pat goes to 35. In 1855, what chemist invented the laboratory gas burner? Lisa?
Bunsen.
Bunsen is right. Elisa starts to make a move. She goes to 25. What fictional character has been played by Jock Mahoney, Buster Crabbe? Tim?
Tarzan.
And Johnny Weissmuller was my Tarzan. You're right, Tarzan it is, and Tim to 60. Tim, again, the opportunity to buy. You're at $60. Pat is in second place at 35, and this is a very nice prize.
Tim, here's a grand way of traveling, a sensational motor scooter. This sleek runabout features a 100cc air-cooled engine with direct drive and an interchangeable spare tire from Burbank Kawasaki. And it's normally priced at $1,599. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $16.
Isn't that nice?
Great off-road vehicle.
It is a nice vehicle. $1,599 vehicle for $16. If we knock 16 off your score, you would still have the lead. You could easily afford the $16.
Let's talk business.
Let's
big guy.
talk business.
Come on.
Let's talk some serious business. Hit that buzzer. You've got that beautiful, beautiful motor scooter and $2,000 in cash. Going once. Going twice. Go. No sale. If Tim wins this game, he is $156,000 richer. I don't know if I would have bought either. We will be right back. Give me my money, Timothy.
Count it. Check change. Vegas. That's it.
Tim Holloran has enough money for everything, including that cash jackpot of $90,000. He's got to win. That's all he has to do at this point. He's got more than $43. He's at 60, Pat at 35, Lisa at 25. Name the medieval wars undertaken by European Christians. Tim?
The Crusades.
To reconquer the Holy Land, the Crusades it is. Good anticipation by the champion. He goes to 65. I got to tell you, he's more calm than his friends out there rooting for him. They are a nervous wreck. The flag of what tiny European nation displays the crossed keys of St. Pat?
Switzerland.
Nope. Of St. Peter and the Papal Crown, the Vatican. And the quick buzzer cost Patty loses a valuable 5 down to 30. This actress finally won an Academy Award for her role in the film Butterfield 8. Pat?
Elizabeth Taylor.
Got that 5 right back. Taylor it is. You got a 35. Well, Up on the board someplace is a big $25 money card, and for Pat and Lisa, that might be very important. For Tim, it could be the most important pick he's had since he's been with us. A famous thing, third and final crack of the fame game. I am a planet with a diameter more than 11 times that of Earth. I am the 5th closest planet to the sun and take almost 12 Earth years to orbit it. Ancient astronomers named me after the king of the Roman gods. Tim?
Jupiter.
You are right. He's got control of the board. I think that was the most important thing for him, to get control of the board. And now what are you going to find up there, Tim?
I bet you know what number I'm going to pick.
You've picked the same one all along. What
Number
are you gonna
4.
Pick? Number 4.
And behind number 4, we have a wood stove. Localize Answer wood-burning stove. Efficiency designed to fit your decor and budget with solid brass doors and S-class details. The Answer, furnished by Lo-Fi.
What, Tim?
It gets cold in Connecticut.
It gets cold in Connecticut. That's an $800 wood stove, but I don't think he cares about that right now.
No.
Where were those big money
Fine,
cards?
the 5, the 2, and the 8.
Right. 2 4s. 2 4s would have done it. Well, the speed round finishes it up. 60 seconds on the clock. Tim, if he wins, is $156,561 richer. Lisa and Pat, you've got ample opportunity to overtake him because I've got a lot of questions. 65 for Tim, 35 for Pat, and 25 for Lisa. We start the speed round now. If you're good with plants, you're said to have what color thumb? Lisa?
Green.
Right. What was the name of the man who shot Abraham Lincoln? Tim?
John Wilkes Booth.
Right. Name the actor who played Captain Kirk on Star Trek. Tim?
William Shatner.
Right. What gem is nature's hardest substance? Tim?
The diamond.
Right. What sport would you play on a diamond? Lisa?
Baseball.
Right. Who invented the first commercially successful steamboat? Tim?
Fulton.
Right. How many sides are equal on an isosceles triangle? Lisa?
6.
Wrong. What federal agency, clear the board, is known by the initials FDA? Tim?
Food and Drug Administration.
Yes. Name the Virginia city that was the capital of the Confederacy. Pat?
Richmond.
Right. Who wrote the children's story, The Ugly Duckling? Lisa?
Hans Christian Andersen.
Right. What kind of huge creature is a Kodiak? Tim?
It's a bear.
Right. What canal connects the Mediterranean and Red Seas? Lisa? Time. Which of our, clear the board, which of our presidents, clear the board, shares his name with Ohio's largest city? Tim?
Cleveland.
You're right, then you've done it. He did it. Way to go, Timothy. $90,000 in cash. Come on down here with your friends. I know they want to congratulate you. Pat and Lisa, got to say goodbye. Thank you. But it was all Tim today. I'll tell you what. You just stay there and say hello. We'll tell Tim everything he's won right after this. Don't go away. Way to go. Congratulations, Tim. Congratulations.
I got to shake their hand.
Congratulations. We are finally just relaxing here for a moment, Tim. Again, congratulations. Let your suitcase sit here for a moment. You've got all of the prizes we've got on the stage. Now, you know you've seen the sauna. There's a baby grand piano. There's a lady's fur. You haven't had a good look at a couple of prizes. They're all yours. So let's take a look, first of all, at this wonderful ring.
Here's elegance with a ring to it. This stunning lady's ring. A beautiful jade stone set in a platinum band surrounded by diamonds. Yours with a gift certificate from Jewels by Edouard of Beverly Hills. And this ring is priced at $8,000.
And that's just one of the things you've got. You've got everything, including that ring. You look at that for a moment, and boy, a trip that you have got to enjoy is this one, and it's included in your winnings. Jay?
If you're up for a little romance, here's a trip to fabulous Venice, Italy. We'll fly you and a friend from Los Angeles for 7 unforgettable nights in Venice, where you may dine in quaint cafes, see priceless works of art, and take a romantic gondola ride down the Grand Canal. This great trip is priced at $9,000.
$9,000 trip to Venice. That is yours as well. What?
Cesar Romero. I always wanted to meet him.
And you've got yourself a great car as well. Jay?
Drive one of the greats, an Alfa Romeo. A classic 2-seater sports convertible featuring hand-finished mahogany steering wheel, leather seats, and AM/FM stereo. Furnished by Bob Ruman Pontiac. And this great car is priced at $20,340.
So you've got all the prizes we've got. They are a total of $66,561 in prizes, and you have added this.
A cash jackpot of $90,000.
$1,000 in cash. Actually, you're well over $90,000 in cash. Tim, I know you said you wanted to mention something as well, right?
I belong to an organization back in Black Rock called the SS Norden Club, and it's a place where wayward boys or just the kids from the street can come and hang out. It's a non-profit club, and I would like to donate some of my winnings to the club and to Dan Roach, its president, and thank him for coming out here with me to L.A.
That's terrific. That is lovely. Tim Holleran, a fine champion. Now, we're going to start over again with $50,000 cash jackpot and other lovely prizes, but Tim Holleran, a nice man, is leaving us with $166,875 in cash and prizes. Wow. Only on Sale of the Century. Bye for now. Way to go, Tim. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jimmy. You guys...
All prices are manufacturer's suggested retail value and are correct at the time of recording. Today, on America's biggest bargain sale, we're offering an Alfa Romeo, valued at $20,340 for $530. Cash and prizes worth over $100,000 for $750. Two of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Harry.
Hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Sale of the Century. Nice to have you with us. Delighted to have you with us for Sale of the Century. I hope you're with us on our last show. You know, one of the nice things about the show is meeting nice people from all across the country. Well, one of the nicest left us with over $166,000 in cash and prizes. Was Tim Holleran happy? Take a look at this.
Cleveland.
Ah, you're right, Tim. You've done it. He did it. Way to go, Timothy. $90,000 in. And we're all happy for Tim. Over $90,000 in cash, and as I say, over $166,000 altogether. So, 3 new challenges. We started all over again, and we start again with a $50,000 cash jackpot. Here to introduce the challengers, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer.
Hi.
We were all happy for Tim, I think.
Everyone was rooting for him all along. By the way, we have some new contestants, and our first new contestant has an honorable ambition from Omaha, Nebraska. Here is Terry Michael.
Hi there, Terry.
And she found love in a magazine from Pasadena, California. Say hi to Verna Porter.
Hi, Verna.
He married his fraternity brother, originally from Havana, Cuba. Let's welcome George Wong.
Hi there, George. See you a little later with some bargains. They're interesting. Let's get acquainted with these nice people. Terry, you have an honorable ambition.
That's right, Jim. I've just started my practice of law, and I hope someday to enter public service as a judge.
Well, that sounds like it'd be very good. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And Verna, you found love in a magazine.
That's right. I advertised in a national singles magazine, and I met my husband.
Oh, it worked, huh?
It worked.
Well, that's terrific. Nice to have you here. George, this is the one I wanted to get to. You married your fraternity brother.
Yeah, I better explain that for my mother. My fraternity is
Explain it for all of us, George.
Okay, my fraternity is an international business fraternity, and it's a co-ed business fraternity, and all members, male and female, are called brothers. And I married the female brother.
Okay, we've clarified that.
Okay,
nice to have you
good.
here, George.
You're clear.
$20 starts all 3 players off. Good luck to all 3 of you. And, of course, the player with the most money at the end of the show is the champion. Gets to do some great shopping, some lovely things back there. Let's start with this. It's been hosted by Ron Ely, Gary Collins, Bert Parks. Name it. Verna.
Miss Universe contest.
No.
Miss America.
Oh, no, I had to take your first answer, Vern. I'm sorry. No, it's Miss America, not Miss Universe. You lose $5 for the incorrect answer, going down to 15. In which of our national parks can you visit Old Faithful? Terry?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone it is. Terry beats every one of the buzzers. $5 on the plus side. He's at 25. Who is the boyfriend of the Barbie doll? George?
Ken.
Ken is right. George goes to 25. This loose robe tied with a sash is the traditional, George?
Toga.
No. Outer garment worn by the Japanese, kimono. And a quick buzzer cost George. He loses 5 down to 20. When people try to avoid responsibility, they're said to be passing, George.
Passing the buck.
You got that 5 right back. Passing the buck it is. George and Terry in a tie. Time now for an instant bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. But gentlemen, we've got a tie. Terry and George, only one of you can have this. When you hear the low sale of the century price, hit your buzzer for one of you. This is yours.
Terry or George, here's a game for kids of all ages. Foosball, a miniature soccer field. Lively fun for 2 to 4 players. Furnished by Golden West Billiards. And it's normally priced at $595. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $6.
Oh, Terry likes that. Isn't that nice? $6. That's a beautiful thing, Terry. $595 costs you just $6. And yeah, it's nice to get that first thing there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You got it. You will enjoy it. We'll knock the $6 off your score. That's all it cost you. You go down to 19. George, he beat you to the buzzer there, but you got the lead.
I always wanted one.
This 60s all-girl singing group had 12 #1 hits, starting with where did... Terry?
The Vandells.
Nope. Where did our love go? That was the Supremes. You take a backward step, losing 5 down to 14. In what eastern state is the posh resort of Newport on Narragansett Bay? Verna.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is right. Yeah, Verna goes back up to 20. James Hilton wrote an affectionate study of a kindly old schoolmaster titled Goodbye, Verna.
Mr. Chips.
Yes, and Verna beats George at the buzzer and ties George for first place. Time now for the Fame Game. Players are playing for a pick of the Fame Game board. A lot of information about a famous person. I am an actor and screenwriter, born in Philadelphia in 1879, died in 1946. I became a stuntman, comedian, and juggler, and appeared in the Ziegfeld Follies. I starred in many zany comedies, but made only one serious appearance as Macabre in David Copperfield. Leo Rustin said of me, any man who hates small dogs and children can't be all bad. Terry?
W.C. Fields.
W.C. Fields is right. Yes, indeed. Terry, 9 numbers up there on the board. You'll get what's behind the number you pick.
7 has always been my lucky number.
And behind number 7, we have a hi-fi system, a portable stereo. Carry the big music sound around with this system that features AM/FM tuner, auto-reverse cassette deck, and 2-way bass reflex speakers. Furnished by Green & Roberts.
$400 stereo, yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. You made a good choice there, Terry. We will be back with these folks and continue the game right after this, so don't go away. Well, I mentioned meeting people from all across the country, from Omaha, Nebraska. Terry's at 14, from Pasadena, California. Verna's at 25, and from Havana, Cuba, George is at 25. And back with this. What's the German name for the stew whose main ingredient is marinated rabbit? Anybody in the audience know it? Hassenpfeffer. Hassenpfeffer. No one wanted to try that enough. No German there in Cuba or in Pasadena. What was the name of the musical dragon immortalized by folk singers Peter, Paul, and Mary? Terry.
It was Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah, Puff it is, and Terry goes back to 19. What does an archer call the bag in which he keeps his arrows? George?
A quiver.
Quiver is what it is. George the 30. He's in first place all by himself. In what country were the Marines when they stormed the halls of Montezuma? George?
Mexico.
Mexico it is, and George the 35 with a $10 lead. Well, George, I think maybe Terry beat you on that last one, but you've got a $10 lead all by yourself now and the opportunity to buy this.
George, here's a hot item for your home. Hardwick's Deluxe Century Series gas range. Full-featured with a continuous cleaning oven and contemporary design. Furnished by the Hardwick Stove Company. And it's normally priced at $699. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $10.
Very nice stove. $699 stove. Cooks everything, including plastic corn. It's
I love it. I like the color, too.
You like the color? It costs just $10. You would be in a tie with Verna. Ample opportunity to regain the lead. And to put something on that stove, I will give you $200 in cash. $899 bargain for $10. Going once. Going twice. Nope. Always going to buy at the last minute. He decided to buy. Enjoy the stove. Enjoy the money. Cost you $10. What made you change your mind there, George?
My wife, I think, would want that, and she's going to have it.
I think you'll stay happy that way, George. Yes, good thinking. George and Verna now at 25. Terry just $6 behind. A wild Australian type of this familiar animal is called the dingo. What kind of creature is it? Terry.
Kangaroo?
No. A dingo is a dog. Dingo is a dog. You took a chance, did not pay off, you lose 5. Name the great baseball hero of yesteryear who was known by the nickname Joltin' Joe. Terry.
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio it is. You got that $5 right back. Yeah. In what European country can you lounge with jet setters on the beach in an area called the Costa Brava? Verna.
Spain.
Spain it is, and Verna goes into the lead by 5. To an astronomer, the words refracting, reflecting, and radio refer to Terry.
Telescopes.
That's right, Verna, you're right. Telescope it is. And a $10 lead for Verna. Among the most popular are Dr. Stillman's, Dr. Atkins, and the Scarsdale. Verna.
Diets.
That's where they are. And 3 in a row for Verna, and a $15 lead. Speaking of diets, I have an overweight friend who follows the diet advice of Miss Piggy, who says, never eat more than you can lift. We'll be right back. All the prizes and the cash on the last show. Of course, the winner is going to be starting over at the lowest level. As a matter of fact, it's a 2-person sauna is the first level prize back here. Kind of interesting. Back to the match to see who's going to get a shot at it, or maybe bigger and better things. Terry at 19, Verna at 40, George at 25. And back to the fame game, where we've added a $15 money card to the board and a famous sport. I am one of the oldest and most popular indoor sports, dating back thousands of years to ancient Egypt. The Polynesians played a form of me that involved small balls and round, flat discs. In Germany, during the Middle Ages, I was known as kegels. The Dutch brought their... Terry.
Bowling.
Bowling is right, yes. Didn't know Hassenpfeffer, but you knew kegels. That's Terry. Terry, again, you got a pick of the board. Got a nice stereo before. What are you going to find now?
Let's go to the other corner with number 3, Jim.
And behind number 3, we have $10.
$10 money card. That should help, because we add that $10 to your score, and you go up to 29. You are in second place now. The game is a lot closer. From the Spanish for chestnut, this is the instrument flamenco dancers use to get their clicks. Terry.
Castanets.
Castanets it is. Terry over the $30 mark. What popular board game are you playing? If you get a triple word score or double letter, Verna?
Scrabble.
Scrabble it is. Verna to 45, just beating everyone at the buzzer. In a classic movie, what actress ran into trouble in cabin number 1 of the Bates Motel? Terry?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was Janet Leigh in Psycho. Remember, she took that shower at the Bates Motel, and wasn't the best shower she ever took in her life. You lose 5 on that, Terry. Sorry about that. Instant bargain time, and Verna, this time, and for the first time today, you've got the opportunity to buy, and oh, you might enjoy this.
Verna, if you like to vacation with a lot of hot air, how about a fabulous hot air ballooning trip in Palm Springs? We'll limo you and a friend from Los Angeles for 7 relaxing days in the resort paradise of Palm Springs, where you can sun, swim, or float along the desert breezes in a hot air balloon. This great trip is normally priced at $1,500, but today on Sale of the Century, cheers for only $15.
Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, did you stop enjoying your work so much back there? $1,500 trip, hot air ballooning, the hotel, everything. $15 is all it would cost. If you bought it, you would still have the lead. Your lead, granted, would be a $1 lead, but you can have a $1,500 trip. Might not get another chance at it. I offered Terry $200. I'll do the same for you. $1,500 trip, $200 spending money, and you'd still have a $1 lead. Going once, going twice, no sale. Oh, Verna! That signal means a sales surprise went with it. If you had bought it, Verna, you would have gotten an additional $600 in cash, making it an over $2,000 bargain. I wish you had bought, but you hung on to the lead. That might be the difference. We'll find out if you made the right decision a little later. Right now, watch this. Verna turned down a $1,500 trip, and as it turned out, $800 in cash as well. How do you feel, Verna? Okay, that's well, you've got the lead. You're at 4. That's the way to feel. $45. Terry at 29. George at 25. In Greek mythology, the centaur was a creature that was half man. George?
Half bull.
What?
Half bull?
No. That's more inventive, but half horse. Half horse. You lose 5 on that, George. Down to 20. Sorry about that. Pretoria is the administrative capital of what controversial African nation? George?
South Africa.
You got that $5 right back. South Africa it is. George back to 25. Name the Rodgers and Hammerstein show which features the song Climb Every Mountain. Did time run out, or we? You're okay. Do you know it?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, George, I'm awfully sorry about that. You lose 5. It's The Sound of Music. I wish I hadn't hit the button. The Sound of Music, Climb Every Mountain.
Didn't recall it.
Back down to 20. Well, time now for the fame game and a $15 money card up on the board. Actually, a $25 money card as well. We're looking for persons, plural. We are a group of men, all born about the same time. The Bible records much of our work. We all came from the working class except one who was a tax collector. Terry.
The Apostles.
The Apostles is right, yes. Just beat George to the buzzer on that. And again, Terry gets that pick of the board.
I need a money card. Let's find the one behind number 9.
And behind number 9, we have $15.
Finds one. First of all, where was the big 25?
I missed it.
But he finds another money card, $15 added to Terry's score. He pulls it within $1 of Verna. Wow, we finish up the game with a speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock, please? Anyone can win it. 45 for Verna, 44 for Terry. George, no, you're not out of it at 20. Good luck as we start the speed round now. Members of what profession belong to the American Bar Association? Terry.
Lawyers.
Right. Americans are required to submit their tax returns by the 15th of George.
April.
Right. What is the capital of West Virginia? Verna.
Charleston.
Right. In what French palace can you find the Hall of Mirrors? Verna.
Versailles.
Right. In the song, how many trombones led the big parade? Terry.
76.
Right. What color is the flag of truce? George.
White.
Right. Give me the last name of the great French General Napoleon. Terry.
Bonaparte.
Right. Of what Middle Eastern nation is Tripoli the capital? George.
Lebanon.
Wrong. In Roman numerals, what number is represented by the letter D as in dog? Verna.
500.
Right. What popular drink comes in both Pilsner and Lager? Terry.
Beer.
Right. Who built a huge airplane called the Spruce Goose? George.
Howard Hughes.
Right. What part of the body's electrical activity is measured by an EEG? Terry.
The brain.
Right. Name the silent screen star whose best known character was the Little Tramp. George.
Charlie Chaplin.
Right. What nation's first prime minister was David Ben-Gurion? Time is up. Terry is the new champion at 69 over 60. Congratulations. Back to Terry in just a moment. First of all, time ran out before anyone had a chance to start to answer. And of course, David Ben-Gurion was the first prime minister of Israel, the one that was missed. Tripoli, the capital of Libya. Got to say goodbye to Verna and George. And Verna, oh, in retrospect, I wish you had bought, my goodness. But you've got the cash in front of you. Thank you so much for joining us. And George, you turned out it was very good that you bought. You've got yourself a lovely range, $235 in cash. So you are well over $900 in cash and prizes. Thank you, George.
Thank you. My wife's happy.
That's good. I'm happy for your wife. And Terry is the champion, and he's going shopping. Come on, Terry. Terry, congratulations. Good win. You got yourself $69. Now, forget about the price because you are entitled to the first level prize. Just say yes, and your $69 will buy you this.
Just for the health of it, a private sauna. Experience the soothing, healthy effect of dry heat in the privacy of your own home with this infrared ray sauna in genuine Japanese cedar from Abercrombie & Fitch. This sauna normally priced at $3,000. Yours on sale of the century for only $85.
$3,000. What a beautiful thing. And as I say, Dave was mentioning $85. Forget about that. You are entitled to the first level prize. You can buy it for not $85, but for the $69 you have. If you decided to play on, however, you're a little further away from the next thing up the line. You'd have to keep winning, and you are $106 away from this.
Here's elegance with a ring to it. This stunning ladies' ring. A beautiful jade stone set in a platinum band, surrounded by diamonds. Yours with a gift certificate from Jewels by Edouard of Beverly Hills. And this ring, normally priced at $8,000, yours on sale of the century for only $175.
So, $175, you've got $69, so you are a ways away from that beautiful ring. There we can, there you go. That is the next thing up the line. If you wanted to keep on going, taking the risk, you could continue to win. A lot of other lovely prizes along the line. Let's take a good look at this one.
Turn your home into a concert hall with this magnificent Schaefer & Sons Artist Grand Piano. Can fill your home with rich melodic sounds, complete with player recorder that records and plays back and converts your piano into a player piano. furnished by Schaefer & Sons. And this piano normally priced at $11,471. Yours on sale of the century for only $340.
And that's just one of the beautiful prizes back here. As a matter of fact, if you get to $640, you would have all of our prizes. That's a total of $66,561 in prizes. Get to $750, and of course, our friends at home know that Tim Holleran did it on the last show. You'll get all the prizes plus this.
A cash jackpot of $50,000.
Tim took it away for $90,000, so we start over with $50,000 in the cash jackpot. But that is a ways away. Terry, your decision is going to be to take that sauna and leave, or put your money in the bank and try to continue to win. We'll get that decision from you right after this.
It's beautiful. I love that piano.
Back with our new champion, Terry Michael. $69 in your bank. $69 will buy you that beautiful $3,000 sauna, as well as everything else you've picked up along the way. Or put the money in the bank. You're $106 away from that lovely jade ring. Terry, what's your decision? Are you going to take the sauna and leave, or are you going to put your money in the bank and come back?
Jim, I've been looking at that piano since I got here, and I'm having too much fun. I'm coming back.
Coming back. He's got his eye on the piano, which is a ways up the line, so he's got to continue to win. And, of course, if he does, he gets a shot at this. We have another $1,000, $51,000 in the cash jackpot. 2 new challenges next time. What's sale of the century? Bye for now. Bye-bye. Good luck.
Prices are manufacturer's suggested retail value and are correct at the time of recording. This is our returning champion, Terry Michael from Omaha, Nebraska. Stand by to see Terry play for a jade and diamond ring valued at $8,000. Today, on America's biggest bargain sale, we're offering an Alfa Romeo, valued at $20,340 for $530. Cash and prizes worth over $100,000 for $750. 2 of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. Delighted to have you with us in the studio. Thank you for joining us at home for Sale of the Century. Let's welcome back our champion, our young lawyer from Omaha. This is Terry Michael. Hello, Terry.
Hello, Jim. Good.
Appreciate you coming out from Omaha and joining us. How long have you been in practice now?
A little over 2 years.
Yeah, you enjoying it?
Oh, I really do.
Hope you're enjoying your stay here with us.
Oh, yes.
You passed on a sauna on the last show. Now, you've got a ways to go. Of course, your prize is determined not only by winning, but by the amount of money in your bank account. You've got $69 in the bank account, so you need $106. You're a ways away, but you could do it on this show with a good win to get that ring worth $8,000. All set to go?
You bet.
All right, good luck. Here to introduce the challengers, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there. I'm fine. Being some good people.
You bet. She makes a clean living, originally from Salem, Ohio. Here's Benita Bilski.
Hello there, Benita.
And he's a real-life fall guy, originally from Chicago, Illinois. Say hello to Rick Collins.
Hello there, Rick. See you a little later. With some bargains. Summer, thank you. Rick, it's McCullum, right?
McCullum.
Rick, and you are a real fall guy? What does that mean?
Well, I'm currently a professional stuntman, and I specialize in fight scenes.
Oh, that sounds like is it really dangerous? I suspect you can get hurt with that. If
you can, but usually the people that you work with are really good.
Yeah, sounds like interesting work. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And Benita, you make a clean living?
That's right, Jim. I got tired of the 9-to-5 routine, so I decided to start my own cleaning business.
Well, it's terrific. So now you are your own boss there, huh?
That's right.
That's nice. Nice to have you. I'm glad you could spend some time with us.
Thank you.
Good luck here to all three of you. We'll get you started with $20. Player with the most money at the end of the show is a champion. Gets to do some great shopping. And we'll start with this question for $5. Name the Oscar-winning movie that co-starred Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda. Juanita.
On Golden Pond.
On Golden Pond it is. You got your first correct answer. Way to go. $5 for the correct answer. You go to 25. Where would you most likely find a rumble seat? Rick?
The back of a car.
Back of a car it is. Yes, you don't look old enough for that, Rick, but that's what it is. You go to 25. In what year of World War II did Germany finally surrender? Rick?
1944.
No. 45. 45.
Close.
Close. You lose. Well, but that would have been nice if it were 44, but unfortunately it was 45. You lose 5 for the incorrect answer. Finish this Shakespearean quote. This above all to thy own self. Rick?
Be true.
You got it. You're bouncing around, but bouncing back into a tie with Benita. Name the famous bridge which connects the counties of Marin and San Francisco. Terry.
The Golden Gate.
Golden Gate it is. Champion is heard from, and we've got a 3-way tie. Well, that's interesting because it's time now for an instant bargain. Player in the lead can always buy bargain merchandise, but with a 3-way tie, only one of you can have this. When you hear the low sale of the century price hit your buzzer for one of you, this is yours.
For once, you'll enjoy being tired when it's the Jetson steel-belted radial, made with 2 steel belts for riding safety and durability, furnished by Jetson Hoffman Tire Company. And to keep you rolling right along, we're going to throw in $200 for gasoline. It's normally priced at $500, but today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $6.
$6. Terry will buy it. He's tripping that buzzer. Absolutely. Set of tires, $200 in cash, a $500 bargain for just $6. Good job on that, Terry.
I've got a car.
Can you use that? What?
Oh, yes. I've got a car badly in need of some tires.
Super. That's nice. Cost you 6. We knock it off your score. You're down to 19. He was very quick with that one. Looked like all 3 of you were interested in that bargain. According to the title of a 1985 comedy film, where did Chevy Chase and his family take their vacation? Rick?
European vacation.
That's right. Took it to Europe. European vacation it is, and Rick goes into the lead by 5. What was the name that Charles Lindbergh gave to his plane? Terry.
Spirit of St. Louis.
Yes, indeed. And 5 of the $6 you spent right back when you go to 24. What literary character had a smarter brother named Mycroft, a landlady named Mrs. Hudson? Terry.
Sherlock Holmes.
And a sidekick named Watson. It was indeed Sherlock Holmes, and the champion goes to 29. Trails Rick by $1. Less. One question separates all 3 players. That's a good, close game. And now we play the Fame game for a pick of that Fame game board. A lot of information. Hope you play along at home now. We're looking for a famous person. I am an actor. Born in Michigan in 1942. I played football at the University of Indiana. Terry.
Burt Reynolds.
No. Took a chance, did not pay off, but you are playing for a pick of the board, not dollars, so you stay at 29. We'll clear the board, continue for Rick and Benita. And after graduating, I refused an offer to play professionally in favor of an acting career. My movies include The Norseman, Steel, Rick?
Lee Majors.
Lee Majors is right. And Rick, you've got yourself a pick of the board. 9 numbers up there. You'll get what's behind the one you pick.
I think I'd like number 4.
And behind number 4, we have book cassettes. Book cassettes, unabridged bestsellers performed on tape. Now you may read with your ears as you drive, walk, jog, or just relax. Book cassettes, furnished by Brilliance Corporation.
That's very nice. $300 worth of book cassettes. Yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. I'm glad you got, Rick, you were introduced as what, a fall guy?
Yeah, I better get Lee Majors.
You better get Lee Majors, that's right. We'll be right back right after this. Well, I mentioned that our champion was a ways away from that ring, but of course, on Sale of the Century, you get the opportunity to pick up things along the way. Our champion's already got some tires he needed and some cash to go with it, and he's within $1 of Rick in first place, and Benita just a question behind. To an American Indian, what is maize? Benita.
Corn.
Corn it is, and you've tied Rick for first place, and $1 separates the players. What kind of sports show will you see competitors bulldogging, barrel racing? Rick?
Rodeo.
Rodeo it is, and Rick goes back into the lead by 5. What word describes an animal that lacks normal pigmentation in its skin? Terry.
Albino.
Albino it is, as Terry beats Benita to the buzzer and goes over the $30 mark as well. What animal represents the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Rick.
The goat.
It is indeed a goat, and Rick hits the $40 mark with a $10 lead. Well, Rick, with a $10 lead, you could buy all by yourself. Now, you are a stunt man, got to work out. This is fitting.
Rick, we have a Gym Dandy instant bargain for you. A great home gym system. A sleek, high-tech machine that works every major muscle group through 48 different exercises in the privacy of your own home. Furnished by Abercrombie & Fitch. And it's normally priced at $755. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $10.
That's a nice thing. That is a nice, useful item. Man's got to keep in shape with his business. Now, it costs $10. You have a $10 lead. Or, excuse me, you have a $10 lead over Benita, but you only have a $6 lead over Terry. Well, since I said that, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will cut that price to $6. You'll be in a tie, and you'll buy. All right. Enjoy that, Jim. Yeah, sounds like it's an ideal thing for you, Rick.
Couldn't pass it up.
Cost you just $6. We knock it off your score. You're tied with Terry, and Benita less than a question behind. The only bird that can hover and fly backward. Rick?
Hummingbird.
It's also the tiniest bird on Earth, and you got $5 right back. Yes, indeed, it is a hummingbird. In 1969, who made the thrilling statement, "The eagle has landed"? Rick?
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong is right, and he got the $10 back, or more than the $6 he spent. In 1847, what city succeeded Detroit as the capital of Michigan? Terry?
Ann Arbor?
No. Lansing. Lansing. Used to be Detroit, Lansing, and maybe Terry knows something. Ann Arbor's next. Terry loses 5 on that, down to 29. What do you have that an invertebrate does not? Rick?
Bones.
Bones, backbones, anything like that acceptable, and Rick goes to 49, yes. The traditional warning sign at railroad crossings advises you to stop, look, Rick?
And listen.
He is very quick, and he is right, and he's over the $50 mark. Well, one of the challengers moved out there. Talking about stop, look, and listen in trains, a law on the books in Kansas requires that when, listen to this, 2 trains approach each other at a crossing, they must both come to a full stop, and neither shall start again until the other is gone. Think about that for a moment. We'll be right back. Colin making a very big move. He's done a lot of buying, and he still has the lead, and he stretched it out a bit. Rick is at 54. Benita, another challenger, at 30. Champion in a bit of a problem. He's trailing. He's at 29. Can make it up quick, though, with $15 money card added up there on the board. Looking for a famous thing. I am a tropical plant known for my fragrant, juicy fruit and sword-shaped leaves. It is believed I originated in Brazil. Terry?
Pineapple?
Pineapple is right, and the champion gets that pick of the board. Terry, which of those 8 numbers looks good to you?
Number 2, Jim.
And behind number 2, we have dinnerware. Noritake's Lobe Cafe de Soir dinnerware features such rich floral colors. It's oven safe and the perfect complement to your casual or formal table. Furnished by Noritake.
That's very nice. $430 worth of dinnerware. Yours to keep, no matter how you finish in the game. And that's what I said. You can keep picking things up along the way, which is lovely. Didn't find the money cards. They stay up there. We'll add the big 25 with the 3rd and final crack of the fame game. All 3 of you now in this. He's provided the voices for such characters as Bugs Bunny. Terry?
Mel Blanc.
Yeah, I was going to give the first name. You didn't need it. Mel Blanc or Mel Blanc, it is. And Terry goes to 34, second place for the champion. The name of a popular fashion magazine is a Persian word meaning marketplace with rows of stalls. Benita?
Harper's Bazaar.
Yeah, we need a bazaar. Harper's Bazaar was the magazine. You gave us the whole thing, and you're back in the second place at 35. In which of his many films did Humphrey Bogart play Captain Queeg? Rick?
Moby Dick.
No, Caine Mutiny. Caine Mutiny from the play The Caine
Wasn't
Mutiny
even in
Court
Moby
Martial.
Dick.
Yeah, what, Rick?
I said he wasn't even in Moby Dick.
He wasn't even in Moby Dick. Yeah, he played the whale, I think, didn't he? No, you lose 5 on that, Rick. I'm sorry about that. But, Rick, you still got the lead. You're at $49. Benita's in second place at 35, so you might want to think about these.
Rick, deck out your den with this beautiful swivel rocker, a traditional Ethan Allen design featuring classic scroll arms, colorful and comfortable from Tradition House. Plus Sharp's 19-inch color TV with detachable remote control and channel flashback permitting instant alternate viewing of 2 previously selected channels. Furnished by Sharp, and they're normally priced at $1,225. But today on Sale of the Century, they're yours for only $16.
Isn't that nice? $1,225 worth of good. Here, is this edible? Yeah. It's good? All right. Well, then, while Rick and I are talking, I'll give some popcorn to everybody. Here you go. Rick, Benita, just hang in there. Just grab some popcorn and all. We want Rick to relax while he thinks about this.
Okay.
Rick, you have a $14 lead. That is normally $16. But in addition to the popcorn, which I am throwing in for free, I will sell you all that lovely, the chair and the color TV for $14. You would be in a tie once again. Going once, going twice, and no sale. All right. Sale surprise went with it. How much was there? $500 in cash went with it. Well, look at the bright side, Rick. You got the popcorn.
I did get some popcorn.
We'll be right back after this. Go, put them all back. Champion Terry Michael in a bit of a problem right now, looking for another crack to go shopping with me, and he's trailing. He is at 34, Benita at 35, Rick in the lead, didn't buy, hung on to the lead at 49. Back with this. In the Bible, name the doubter among the apostles. Benita.
Thomas.
Thomas, doubting Thomas was right, and Benita goes to 40 within $9 of Rick. Name the operatic film in which Sammy Davis Jr. played a character named Sportin' Life. Oh, Gershwin's great opera, Porgy and Bess. Porgy and Bess. No one wanted to try that. Name the Midwestern city whose professional football and baseball teams are known as the Lions and Tigers. Benita.
Detroit.
Detroit it is, and Benita pulls the win into less than a question of Rick. And in a close game, all of the money cards are on the board, including a big one worth $25. A famous place. In my most northern region, the ground is permanently frozen to a depth of 1,000 feet. In 1874, the Russians enslaved some of my natives. Rick?
Siberia?
Incorrect. Out of the rest of the question, no dollar value, playing for a pick of the board, so you stay at 49. We'll clear the board, continue for Benita and Terry. And my chief waterway is the Yukon River. My Aleutians include about 50 islands, some of which, Terry?
Alaska?
Alaska is right. Big opportunity for the champion, who is in third place, but he now has an opportunity to jump ahead. What number do you want?
Number 6.
And behind number 6, we have gold dumbbells. The spectacular set of dumbbells in 22-karat gold plate, functional and attractive with teakwood carrying case from Ivanko Barbell Company.
Very exotic present that is. Where were the big money cards?
Behind the number 8, the number 7, and the number 1.
Well, anyone can win it now as we finish up the game with a speed round. A lot of questions, and may I have 60 seconds on the clock, please? It is Rick at $49, Benita at $45, the champion at $34. Good luck as we start the speed round now. What kind of creature does a tadpole grow up to be? Rick?
Frog.
Right. What's the middle name of early American novelist James Cooper? Rick?
Fenimore.
Right. Name the 1965 movie physician made famous by actor Omar Sharif. Terry?
Dr. Zhivago.
Right. What popular sport is played on a gridiron? Rick?
Football.
Right. Who invented the incandescent light bulb? Terry?
Thomas Edison.
Right. The capital of what southern state is Columbia? Benita?
South Carolina.
Right. Name the world's tallest building? Terry?
The Sears Tower.
Right. What was the last name of fictional boy detectives Frank and Joe? Rick?
Hardy.
Right. Name the queen who was Julius Caesar's mistress and Mark Antony's wife? Terry?
Cleopatra.
Right. What is your answer if you multiply any number by 0? Rick?
0.
Right. To a Londoner, what is a bobby? Rick?
A policeman.
Right. What country was ruled for years by Charles de Gaulle? Terry?
France.
Right. Acoustics is the scientific study, Terry?
Sound.
Right. In literature, what was the profession of a character named Sinbad? Rick?
Sailor.
Right. Time is up. And do we give him credit for the last one? No, you don't get the last one, but you have won it, Rick. Congratulations. You had the game won, but of course every dollar is important, so I did have to check with our judge on that. Very clearly time was up before you started that answer, but you did win it, Rick. Back to the champion in a moment. First of all, we have to say goodbye to our outgoing champion. He didn't make it to the second level, but along the way, he's done very well. Terry, you've got that foosball game, which is a wonderful thing I know you like. You've got a stereo, you've got the tires, $264 in cash. Not too bad. $2,388 in cash and prizes. Thank you, Terry.
Very much.
Good luck in your law work. I hope you do become a judge.
Thank you. I had a great time.
And Benita, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I had
hope
a
you
great
fun.
time.
Good luck with your cleaning business. Nice to see people going into business for themselves. That's super. But it is our new champion, Rick McCullum, who is going with me to go shopping. Come on, Rick. Big win. Yeah, I had to check with the judge on that, and I thought that was the case. The buzzer sounded before you started that answer, but didn't make any difference. You have $79, and that's enough money for you to buy this. That's the sauna that you've already seen. Normally it would be $85, but your $79 will buy it because you're entitled to the first level prize. Should you decide to put the $79 in the bank and pass on the sauna, the next thing up the line, you'd be $96 away. That's very easily within reach. And have this beautiful ring Jay will tell you about.
Here's elegance with a ring to it, this stunning lady's ring. A beautiful jade stone set in a platinum band, surrounded by diamonds. Yours with a gift certificate from Jewels by Edwire of Beverly Hills. And this ring is normally priced at $8,000. Yours on sale of the century for only $175.
Just $175. You've got $79. There's the ring. Are you married or single?
I'm single.
Single. Have somebody in mind for the ring, or Karen's getting a little closer. I think you just got somebody in mind for the ring there, Rick. So you guys talk about that, and I will tell you that the next thing up the line, if you get to $260, great trip you might enjoy. How about this?
If you're up for a little romance, here's a trip to fabulous Venice, Italy. We'll fly you and a friend from Los Angeles for 7 unforgettable nights in Venice, where you may dine in quaint cafes, see priceless works of art, and take a romantic gondola ride down the Grand Canal. This great trip, normally priced at $9,000, yours on sale of the century for only $260.
That's the $260. Well, that's a wonderful trip. You would enjoy that. Karen is still here with the ring. She just doesn't want to let that ring go, Rick, so you may have to talk to her if you get to that ring. Another beautiful prize that a lady might enjoy, and what do you bet? Karen will have that too. Take a look at this.
Wrap yourself in luxury with a magnificent natural fur coat. This bright and fluffy full-length fashion is distinctively designed by Davini and furnished by Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. This fur normally priced at $14,750. Yours on sale of the century for only $445.
Get the $445, you can have that. I love that. Karen's been running all over the place, and Dara's just been standing there in front of the sauna. She's just taking it easy in her sauna. It could be your sauna, Rick. All you've got to do is say yes, and you can take it and leave, or put the money in the bank and play on. The next thing, remember, is the cash jackpot and everything else. Whoa!
The cash jackpot of $51,000.
If I had put it in the right order, Jay would have been ready with me. We'll find out what his decision is right after this. Back with our champion, Rick McCullum, $79. It'll buy you that sauna, and you could take it and leave or put your money in the bank and play on. Rick, what's it going to be?
I'd like to play on.
You're going to play on. He'll put the money in the bank. We'll put another $1,000 in the cash jackpot. $52,000, 2 new challengers. We'll see you next time on Sale of the Century, and I promise the studio audience some more popcorn, so I'm going to go deliver. Bye for now.
All prices are manufacturer's suggested retail value and are correct at the time of recording. This is our returning champion, Rick McCallum from Chicago, Illinois. Stand by to see Rick play for a diamond and jade ring valued at $8,000. Today, on America's biggest bargain sale, we're offering an Alfa Romeo, valued at $20,340 for $530. Cash and prizes worth over $100,000 for $750. 2 of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. Delighted to have you with us. Welcome to Sale of the Century. Let's welcome back our champion. This is Rick McCallum. Hello, Rick. Our stuntman champion. Rick, I didn't ask you as a stuntman, what's the most difficult thing that you've been called on to do?
One time I had to jump between 2 5-story buildings, 17 feet across with no net.
That's definitely difficult. I'm glad you're here, Rick.
Me too.
You've got $79 in your bank, so a win with another $96. You must win, and of course you need the amount of money because the ring is worth $175 here, $8,000 ring for $175. $96 more what you need, and you can walk away with that ring if you'd like. Ready to go?
Sure am.
All right, good luck. Here to introduce the challengers, a lady I found hanging around the Biograph Theater in Chicago, Summer Bartholomew. The lady in red. You don't remember the lady in red? Okay. Who did she bring us?
She has her own special collection from Port Washington, New York. Say hi to Kathy O'Connor.
Hi there, Kathy.
And he enjoys dark rooms from Breckenridge, Colorado. Give a big hand to Scott Simon.
Hello there, Scott. See you a little later with some bargains there, son. Scott, you enjoy dark rooms.
Yes, Jim, in addition to being the manager of a camera store, I am a photographer, so I do spend a lot of time in the dark room.
I would think so. You enjoy your work?
Yes, very much.
Good. Nice to have you here with us. Kathy, you have your own special collection.
Yes, I collect political campaign buttons, and I also preserve a little bit of history because I only collect buttons from people who, well, lost elections.
Like losers. What's the biggest loser campaign button you've got?
Well, Fred Harris.
Fred Harris?
Yes.
That name rings a bell, doesn't it, friends? That sounds like a good one, Kathy. Nice to have you here.
That was very easy to get.
$20 starts all three players. Let's get into the game. And, of course, the player with the most money at the end of the show as a champion gets to go shopping. Name the talk show host married to actress Marlo Thomas. Rick?
Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue it is. $5 for the correct answer, and Rick goes to 25. On what sort of business establishment would you most likely find the letters RX? Scott?
A drugstore.
Drugstore, pharmacy. You're right. Scott finds Rick for first place. At a reunion, you might hear the expression, "You're a sight for Rick."
Sore eyes.
Sore eyes it is. Champion back into the lead, adding another 5. In 18th century America, what nation's soldiers were referred to as redcoats? Kathy?
England.
The English. That's exactly right. The redcoats are coming, and Kathy's coming to 25. What is the full name of the flower known as a mum? Scott?
A chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum is right, and you pronounce it very well, Scott. You got another 5 going to 30. Time for an instant bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise, but we've got a tie right now. Scott and Rick, the two of you, have a $5 lead over Kathy. Now, only one of you can have this. When you hear the low sale of the century price, hit your buzzer for one of you. This is yours.
Scott or Rick, here's a welcome guest for your next dinner party. Michael C. Fina's silver plate flatware. 68 pieces in a contemporary deluxe drawer chest, furnished by the Michael C. Fina Company. And it's normally priced at $550. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $5.
$5. Scott, Rick, no one's hitting the buzzer with the silver. I'd really like to sell you $550 worth of silver. It costs you just the value of one question. They got their hands ready there, so let me throw in $100 in cash. Rick, with $100 in cash, we'll buy it. $650 bargain for just $5. Very easily made up. Congratulations. Hope you enjoyed that. Knock the $5 off your score, down to 25. Scott's in first place. Name the rock superstar who had a smash hit album called Born in the USA. Scott?
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen is right, and Scott stretches his lead out to $10. Yeah. Matter of fact, in 1985, that became the biggest selling album in the long history of Columbia Records. Fine talent. And Scott with a $10 lead here. In what city was your quarter minted if it has a D on it? Rick?
Denver.
Denver is right. Champion into second place at 30. The Irish wit who wrote The Importance of Being Earnest was Oscar Scott?
Wilde.
Oscar Wilde it is, as Scott beats Kathy in the bus and goes to 40. Well, it is time now for the fame game with a lot of information about people, plural, playing for a pick of the board. We are a family of American brothers, born in the late 1800s in New York City. The three most famous were given the names Julius, Leonard, and Adolf. Scott?
The Marx Brothers?
Marx Brothers is right with limited information. Very nicely done, Scott. You've got yourself a pick of the board. 9 numbers up there. You'll get what's behind the one you pick.
I think number 7.
And behind number 7, we have a pocket recorder. Norelco's NT3 professional quality pocket recorder features lightweight design, fingertip controls, and superb sound quality. Furnished by Norelco.
Very nice. $329 worth. Yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. It'll be terrific because when you're in the dark room, you don't have to fumble around. Just put it up to your ear. We'll be right back with these nice folks right after this. You know, it's nice when people get lovely big prizes in our cash jackpot and all. And, of course, earlier in the week, that happened when someone walked away with over $156,000 in cash and prizes, Tim Holleran. But it's also very nice that along the way, the players pick up a lot of good things with the fame games and the instant bargains, occasionally a sale surprise. I don't know what's coming up next. I'll tell you right now, this game is tight. Scott is at 40, Rick is at 30, Kathy at 25. What's the name of those pungent seeds that are often baked in rye bread? Kathy.
Caraway.
Caraway it is, and Kathy goes to 30, tying Rick to second place. In the old song, who flies through the air with the greatest of ease? Rick?
Daring young man in the flying trapeze.
Yeah, and you've probably done that too, I would suspect. Rick goes to 35 in second place. We use the Norwegian word meaning sloping track for a downhill ski race on a zigzag course. Kathy?
Slalom.
Slalom is what it is. Kathy to 35, tying Rick again. $5 separate the player. What government regulatory agency is known by the initials FAA? Scott?
Federal Aviation Administration.
You've got it, and another 5 for Scott gives him a $10 lead. Yeah. Good time to stretch it out. Well, I talked about the opportunity to pick things up along the way. Scott, with a $10 lead, just hit the buzzer, and you can have this.
Scott, take the right step in decorating your home and step onto this lovely Ethan Allen braided rug. Add a dash of color to any room of your home with this beautiful area rug. Yours with the gift certificate from Tradition House. And it's normally priced at $1,000. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $10.
$1,000 rug that would look great in Colorado. I love the authenticity here. Boy, the jacket and everything, and boy, is that authentic. Whew. Yeah, $1,000 rug.
It looks nice, Jim.
$10. You'd be in a... We'd have a three-way tie. I love three-way ties.
You have to have that.
Scott, you have to have it. You have to have $300 of my money, too, and a three-way tie if you buy it. Going once. $1,000 rug, $300 in cash for $10, and we'd have a three-way tie if you bought it. Going. No sale, but a $1,300 bargain. Boy. Rick, now I'll ask some impartial observers. Rick and Kathy, shouldn't he have bought that?
You betcha.
Yes,
absolutely.
definitely.
All right. Back to business. What brilliantly plumed bird is said to have 1,000, Rick?
Peacock.
1,000 eyes. The peacock it is, and Rick in the second place at 40. Which prolific songwriter gave us God Bless America? Kathy?
Irving Berlin.
Irving Berlin it is, and boy, this game is close. I don't blame Scott for thinking twice about buying. Name the body of water that's north of Caracas, south of Jamaica, and west of Barbados. Kathy?
The Caribbean.
Caribbean is right, and Kathy ties Scott for first place at 45. What organs are referred to by the term pulmonary? Scott?
Arteries.
No. Pulmonary, the organs, lungs. Lungs. Ask for organs on that. You take a backward skip step, losing 5, and Kathy is now in the lead. Name the funny lady known for her crazy characters like Little Edith Ann and Ernestine. Scott?
Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin is right. He got that $5 right back and ties Kathy in first place. Yeah. Talking about Lily Tomlin, in talking about America recently, she said 98% of the adults in this country are decent, hardworking, honest Americans. It's the other lousy 2% that get all the publicity. But then we elected them. We'll be right back. That scoreboard tells it all, with Scott and Kathy in a tie for first place at 45 and the champion Rick just a question behind at 40. Close game. Difference could be finding money cards up there on the Fame game board. We've added a $15 money card with a second crack at it, and a famous thing. I am a North American river, sometimes called Bold River of the North. I rise on the Continental Divide in southwestern Colorado, and Rick?
The Colorado River?
Incorrect. Out of the rest of the question, no dollar value, playing for a pick of the board. Stay at 40, but we'll clear the board, continue for the challengers. I flow in a southeasterly direction. In places I pass through country so arid I may be dry in late summer, while at other times I may flood. From El Paso, Texas to the Gulf of Mexico, I form the international boundary between the U.S. and Mexico. Kathy?
The Rio Grande.
Rio Grande is right, yes, and Kathy gets that pick of the board, yeah. Also known as the Rio Bravo, I believe. Either one would be acceptable.
Okay.
What number?
I'm going to take number 9.
And behind number 9, we have $15.
Suddenly got not quite as close because we have that $15 money card. The Kathy score, she vaults into the lead at $60. $15 lead over Scott, $20 lead over Rick. Of course, Rick is back in this question for 5. What's the middle name of former President Richard Nixon? Rick?
Millhouse.
Millhouse it is, and Rick ties Scott for second place. What sport is the specialty of Marvelous Marvin Hagler? Rick?
Boxing.
Boxing is right, and Rick with 2 in a row goes to 50. Champion begins to make a move. Talking about Marvelous, name the Marvelous 1984 movie about the music of a man named Mozart. Rick?
Amadeus.
Yeah, I understand he fought as a lightweight. That's right, Amadeus it is. 3 in a row for the champion. He goes to 55. But with an instant bargain, Kathy, you've got the lead. Now, it is a slender lead, a $5 lead, but you could buy this.
Kathy, here's a jazzy trip to exciting New Orleans. We'll fly you and a friend from Los Angeles to New Orleans, home of all that jazz. While there, you'll spend 4 nights and 5 days partying it up. Elegant accommodations, sightseeing, and fine dining. This festive trip is normally priced at $1,756. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $15.
Well, if this were Preservation Hall with your playing, we certainly wouldn't want to preserve that. Never mind passing that. I'll chip in, providing you use it to buy a new coat. Now, it's a great trip. Kathy, have you ever been to New Orleans? It is wonderful. One of the great
Always
cities.
wanted to go.
Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad to hear that. $1,765 trip. $15 it would normally cost.
Yeah.
But Kathy, since you've always wanted to go, you've got a $5 lead over Rick. Just for you, so you can go to New Orleans, I'm going to knock 2/3 of that price off. You can go to New Orleans for $5 and you'd be in a time with Rick. She's going to buy that. Absolutely. Enjoy the trip. $1,756 trip.
Yeah, great time.
I'm sure you will. Drop us a note, all right? We trust you just 5. We knock it off, and we are enjoying a very close game with 3 nice people. Back to it to finish it up right after this. Enjoy that. You will enjoy that trip, guaranteed. Rick was saying to me during the break, he said, look at this, I got silverware and Kathy gets to go to New Orleans. But everyone's got something, as a matter of fact. Scott found a nice prize up there. Kathy's got the trip to New Orleans. And Rick, you did get the silverware and some cash, and we've got a good game. 45 for Scott, 55 for Kathy, 55 for Rick. Back to it. The name of this ancient religion of Japan means the way of the gods. Kathy.
Buddhist?
No. Shinto. Shinto. You lose 5 on that, Kathy, going down to 50. Champion in first place all by himself. Name the rock which forms the point at which the continent of Europe comes closest. Rick?
Gibraltar.
To the continent of Africa. Nicely solved. Gibraltar it is. And Rick to 60 with a $10 lead. On the Broadway and London stage, what great dancer once teamed with his sister Adele? Kathy?
Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire it is. Kathy makes a move again within $5 of Rick. Well, it's anyone's game with only $15 separating the players. $25 money card up there on the board. Buzz in when you know a famous person. I am a distinguished public figure, born in 1884 with the first name Anna. My uncle was later to become President of the United States. Kathy?
Alice Roosevelt Longworth.
Incorrect. Out of the rest of the question, no dollar value. Stay at 55. Clear the board. Continue for Scott and Rick. I married my distant cousin who suffered a polio attack in 1921. Scott?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
That's right. Yes, it was Anna Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt it is, and Scott again with a pick of the board.
How about number 2?
And behind number 2, we have $5.
Money finds a money card, a small one, but a money card nonetheless. And the close match could be important. Where were the other 2?
And the 6 and the 4.
But if we add that $5 to Scott's score, he goes to 50. And anyone can win it as we finish up the game with a speed round. 60 seconds on the clock, please. It is Rick in the lead at 60. Kathy, 1 question behind at 55. Scott, just 2 questions behind at 50. Good luck. We start the speed round now. In what country did the Bay of Pigs invasion? Rick?
Cuba.
Right. In pool, what do we call the ball that is all white? Rick?
The cue ball.
Right. For what 1963 film did Anne Bancroft and Patty Duke win Oscars? Kathy?
Miracle Worker.
Right. In what city could you visit Madison Square Garden? Rick?
New York.
Right. What substance covers more than 70% of the earth? Rick?
Water.
Right. Give me the name of the first non-Italian pope since 15... Scott?
John Paul.
Right. Name the zany police force created by silent film. Kathy?
Keystone Cops.
Right. Who is the oldest man ever elected president? Rick?
Ronald Reagan.
Right. Give me the middle name of poet Edgar Poe. Kathy?
Allen.
Right. In what month do we celebrate Father's Day? Kathy?
May.
Wrong. On what continent would you find a grassy plain called the Pampas? Scott?
Africa.
Wrong. Who was the first American in space? Rick?
Shepard.
Right. Name the Asian mountain first conquered by Edmund Hillary. Rick?
Mount Everest.
Right. Jakarta is the capital of time is up. And Rick, you've done it again. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now, very close speed round for a while there, and then Scott and Kathy each missed one, and Rick pulled ahead. We'll be back to the champion in just a moment. The continent where you'd find the Pampas is South America. And we celebrate Father's Day in June. Matter of fact, the 3rd Sunday in June. Yeah, that one might have got you a little on track there, Kathy. Well, we've got to say goodbye to two very nice people, and as I mentioned, I'm delighted they're not going home empty-handed. Scott, you've got the recorder with the cash in front of you, $359 in cash and prizes. Thank you. And Kathy, oh, it turned out to be good to buy, as a matter of fact. You've got a great trip to New Orleans. With the cash in front of you, you are well over $1,800 in cash and prizes. Enjoy that trip, Kathy. But Rick McCallum is the champion again, and he's going shopping. Come on, Rick. Well, congratulations. I thought that was going to wind up in a three-way tie there for a while.
It was close.
Well, interestingly, Rick, now we were talking about, remember, not only must you win, but your prize is determined by the amount of money. You have now, adding your total from today with the last show, $174. So you came $1 short of the ring. But $174 very easily affords you this.
Just for the health of it, a private sauna. Experience the soothing, healthy effect of dry heat in the privacy of your own home with this infrared ray sauna in genuine Japanese cedar from Abercrombie & Fitch. And this sauna, normally priced at $3,000, yours on sale of the century for only $85.
So as I say, you can very easily afford that, Rick. You've got $174 in your bank account now, and that only costs $85. So again, you can take that and leave. Now, Rick, we change our sales merchandise every 5 shows, so everything is going to change. Should you decide not to take the sauna, but to put your $174 in the bank, the next thing, let's see, first of all, there would be a camera, which would be at $85, but I said you're just $1 away. As things change, you're going to change to a very interesting thing. $1 and another win, you could walk away with gold bars. $175 would be that. Also very possible in the next show, you're just $86 away. You got so close to the first one that $86 more is all you'd need for a motorcycle. That's a fabulous prize. Up the line for $340, there's a diamond ring. There is an African safari for $445. The automobile is going to change, something you might like, a sports truck for $530. All the prizes, $640. One thing doesn't change. You get the $750. We will give you every prize we've got on the stage, plus this.
A cash jackpot of
$52,000 now in that cash jackpot, and it's been won before, and we'd love to see it won again. But you think about it for a moment. Your decision now is to take the sauna, which you can easily afford, or put your money in the bank. The gold bar is just $1 away as things change, and the motorcycle just $86 away. You think about it, Rick McCallum. We'll get your decision right after this.
Okay. Is that heavy? One time they could be smiling.
Well, we're sitting here with Rick McCallum. It's funny, Rick was saying to our staff he doesn't smile very much. Funny, he looked at Dara there in the sauna, and he had no problem smiling at all there. Rick, well, that sauna can be yours. You'll have to talk to Dara. I don't know if she goes with it or not, but the sauna... No, Dara just got engaged. She's been all showing us the ring. The sauna is yours if you just say yes, or put your money in the bank. Gold bars, just $1 away with another win. You collect gold, you told me.
Yeah, I do.
And you used to race what?
Motorcycles.
That's just $86 away. Rick, are you going to take the sauna and leave, or put your money in the bank and play on?
I'm coming back so I can stand next to her.
Oh, okay. Good thinking. So we'll put $174 in the bank for Rick. We'll add another $1,000 to the cash jackpot. $53,000 in that jackpot. And Rick will be going for maybe the gold, possibly the motorcycle, on our next sale of the century. Join us for that, won't you, with 2 new challenges. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
All prices are manufacturer's suggested retail value and are correct at the time of recording.